welcome to my channel. We are here today. Sorry about the background as always, but we are here today to talk about some things, to really get into some things. Now, I know my hair is not really tied, a scarf, I was gonna wear a hat, I was gonna wear a different scarf. My hair not done. Okay, and one thing about my hair, it's still not done. Okay, it's still not done. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, put the bell button on for more notifications to see what, who, me, moi, this chick right here. I don't know why this is so light, so dark. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, with the bell button on for more notifications to see what, who, me, moi. So let's just jump right into it. We will be talking about the Meagan Good. The beautiful, the talented, the amazing Meagan Good. And for those of you guys, I grew up watching Meagan Good, okay? One of the beauties of all beauties, okay? On our television screen for years, for decades, baby, since we was kids. She was recently in Tyler Perry's Divorce in Black. I'm going to review that a little later. Now, listen, I'm making a couple of videos today, so if y'all see me in the same outfit, don't judge me. I washed my ass today. I'm just doing a lot of videos. Anyway, we will be talking about Meagan Good and her interview with, I think it was People. She sat down and she's talking about her relationships to Jonathan Majors. And if you don't know, Jonathan Majors has been in so many movies. So many movies. Creed 3. Creed 3. The Last Man in San Francisco. Something like that. Which was really good. He was in quite a few movies. And we know about his recent scandal with his ex. I'm not going to dive into it. And we know about his charges. If you don't know, Lord, okay, Miss Schools is free. We saw our introduction to Jonathan Majors and Meagan Good's relationship was her standing beside him, walking in and out of the building, the courthouse, with him. A lot of people make jokes, calling him Martin Luther King Jr. and Coretta Scott King. I ain't gonna front Jonathan Majors. Sometimes those outfits is really giving sharecroppers sometimes. And sometimes those outfits is really give us free. It do seem like sometimes when they go outside as a couple, they dress in two different eras. And that's okay. Hey, you like it, I love it. But it's really giving can't eat at the lunch counter. It's really giving that sometimes with his outfits. But a lot of people, it's mixed feelings because some people love their relationship and some people are just not here for it and think that their relationship is 100% fake. Now, am I going to hold my thoughts on whether I feel like their relationship is 100% fake or whether I feel like their relationship is fake or not, PR stunt, because we know that we've never seen him publicly with a black woman. We know from what I gathered that even his daughter's mother is Caucasian. So now that he goes through this major scandal with a Caucasian woman and now he's being seen with a black woman because, let's just be honest, a lot of black women were his fan base. A lot of us black women found him very attractive. Do I think Jonathan Majors is attractive? Yes, I do. I think he's an attractive man. So a lot of times, a lot of people feel like it's fake because it was just like, damn, now you need to get the black vote. Okay, now you need black women. So what is going to benefit you more and really get you in the door? What is going on with this light? And really get you in the door and get your foot. Really get you in the door and get your footing in right with your people. What's gonna help you get the people vote, get the black people vote? What's gonna help you get back in with the black community? Having a black woman on your arm. Let's save him. You understand what I'm saying? Christopher Columbus's granddaughter done took him. Let's save him. Let's protect him. He's our brother. He's one of us. Let's hug him and coddle him and bring him back into the fold. Bring him back into the black community. So a lot of people might feel that way, that he's using Meg to get the black vote. I like to call it the black vote. To get his ass back in the black community. And I have a lot of thoughts on that, but I really wanted to dive into their relationship because she said some things during her interview where I was like, I mean, you like it, I love it, but I was like, girl. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the things that she had to say in her interview that made me use my cat eye, side-eyed a little bit. Okay, let's talk about it.
We met at an event. I'm not going to get too into it, but yeah, and it just was instant chemistry, but I wasn't really in that mind frame. And then we re-met again about 4 months later, and I was like, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. And it did. And then, as everything was unfolding, it wasn't that there was a moment that I decided I'm going to let the world in on this. It was the moment that I decided I see you, and for us to walk through together, that's just what's going to happen. And I have to be okay with that, or not. And I was like, okay, well, this is it. This is, well, we'll see what happens, And so there was never a moment where we decided that we wanted to do that. It's just something that sort of happened. Someone saw us somewhere, going to a movie and then kind of reported it. And we, it was like, should we shut it down or not? And I was like, no, because people have a perception of you that's not true. A perception of who you date that's not true. So if this is what it is, love, if that's what it is, then at some point they're going to figure it out. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, he's like, are you sure? I mean, he actually tried to encourage me to not be with him. And I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen.
So it was a lot that I got from this. I want to start off by saying she felt the need to be with him and walk with him through his trials and tribulations at the lunch counter. And to save him, to change the perception of him, the perception that we have on him. And I'm trying to figure out why. What made her do that? So this is my thing. I can speak for myself, child. Let me get my drink. Now listen, I have been in a relationship where flat out the man has told me, and we're going to also get into what she said, where he had said, was trying to convince her not to be with him, and she was like, absolutely, it's not going to happen. Meagan. Now I love me some Meagan Good. Don't nobody say nothing bad about my Meagan Good. And one thing, we're not going to play about Meagan Good around here, but baby, the lights on and no one's home. Jesus. Turn the light on. I feel like this. I have been with a guy, right, where flat out told me, listen, you deserve better. I'm like an ancient nigga. This was in my 20s. And I felt like, no. Like, listen, you had a lot going on in your life. I could help you. We could build together. We could grow. Mind you, this was in my 20s. And one thing about an ancient ninja, they will tell you right off the back, whether it's with their words or with their actions, they're going to tell you right off rip that they ain't shit. They're not going to sugarcoat it. So I'm sitting here thinking that I could change this man, thinking that I could change him into something he was never to begin with. He was never that person. Like, I was falling in love with his potential instead of seeing the ancient ninja for what he truly is. If a man is telling you off rip, don't be with me, I ain't shit, blah, 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 blah. And you go in saying, no, I'm going to change you, I'm going to cover you, I'm going to protect you against this public scrutiny. And he turn around and do you wrong later on down the road. You can't say you ain't know. You cannot say that you didn't know. You cannot say that you wasn't warned. And I know in another interview, I think this interview, she said even her friends and her family was telling her, don't do it. Don't do it. And one thing, sometimes we need to listen to our family and friends. Now, I'm not saying that this relationship isn't going to work out. I'm not saying, listen, I don't know. I would say, you like it. I love it. Listen, we like him for you until we don't. Okay? But this is the thing, the ancient shit ninja telling me that I can do better, that he ain't shit, blah, 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 blah. I ended up in child support court with the ancient nigga. I ended up in family court with the ancient ninja. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? I ended up at the police station getting multiple restraining orders for the ancient ninja. So when an ancient ninja tell you he ain't shit, he ain't shit. Believe him. When the family, his family and or your family, if the collective village tells you what it is, including it came from his mouth, why are we trying to paint a picture that isn't there? And this is my thing. I felt like for me, I can't speak for Meagan. I'm not talking bad about Meagan at all, but I feel like for me, the place where I was I wanted that love. I yearned for that love. I yearned for that attention. I yearned for, I could fix him. And a lot of times that is women's problem. A lot of times that is melanated women's problem, where we feel like we got to fix these men. We feel like we got to fix these people. That is not your job to mule and fix people. We are not a rehab facility. We are not a rehab facility. Okay? We were not put on this earth to protect, to coddle grown ass adults. You will save yourself a lot of heartbreak, a heartache, heart attacks, anything that's involved in the heart. You will save yourself a lot of heartache, a lot of stress and strain on the heart if you choose to put yourself first. Put your own oxygen mask on first. That was his job, to change the perception of how we viewed him. That was his job and his job only. He turned around and did what he did, whatever he did with old girl. That was his doing to fix. That was not your job, or is not your job to fix. So this is my thing. Once again, I'm going to go in and say, listen, you like it, I love it. And I hope it works out for them. Does it look like an awkward relationship? Yes. And what kills me though about people in general, black love this, black love that, black love that, y'all gotta stop. Y'all really gotta stop, because a lot of times when we turn around and say black love this, black love that, and oh yes, they make such a great couple. Yeah, they might make a good, you don't know these people in real life. You don't know these people's relationship behind closed doors. Somebody could be knocking somebody's head between the washer and dryer, and you don't know. And you talk about black love this, black love that. And then afterwards, when it comes out that they're toxic, and I'm not just talking about Meagan and Jonathan, I'm talking about in general. Y'all be putting these relationships on these pedestals that really don't belong. Don't put me and my marriage on no pedestal. And I be telling a lot of people that all the time, because I'm not in a toxic marriage. Currently, I'm not in a toxic relationship. There's no abuse. There's no cheating. There's no outside babies. There's none of that. But no one knows the ins and outs of our marriage to put us on this pedestal. Relationships go through shit in general. They go through a lot of shit, especially marriages. You go through stuff that has nothing to do with infidelity. Might not have anything to do with abuse. You don't know what these people are going through to talk about black love this, black love that, and then to turn around, they get divorced. We can name a couple of relationships that did not last. Meagan Good and her ex-husband would be one of those relationships where folks put them on a pedestal. Black love this and black love that. We love that for them. Yes, they're a couple. And then we later on end up finding out that it's toxic as fuck. Oh yeah, so that's your definition of black love. You have all of these examples of black love, and they end up being toxic as hell, abusive as hell, narcissistic as hell. But these be the relationships that y'all be valuing. These be the relationships that y'all be idolizing. Stop idolizing people's relationships, people's marriages. You don't know if it's fake. You don't know if it's for a PR stunt. You don't know if one of them is getting abused. You don't know if one of them cheated, had outside babies. You don't know these people personally to be idolizing their relationship. Work on yourself. And a lot of people do that because they yearn for these PDA relationships. They yearn for these type of relationships. It's okay to be single. It's okay to live in your singleness. Okay? I would rather be single than in an unhealthy, abusive, toxic relationship. Now, I'm getting bald spots and shit. Could barely keep my eyes open because I'm so damn depressed and stressed. So, we have to stop idolizing people's relationships. To put people on a pedestal that don't belong and have them being this image of what the black community is supposed to be. Y'all gotta cut the shit. Cut the corner, cut the shit. Enough is damn enough. It is 2024. It is the year of exposure. And I'm just letting you know, stop idolizing these relationships. And I think we need to take, a lot of y'all need to take a step back and definitely stop idolizing Meagan Good and Jonathan, Majors. Y'all need to stop idolizing their relationship too. Because we don't know if it's a PR stunt. We don't know what's real. We would hope that it's real. We would hope that because she's coming in the forefront and saying how much she loves this man and how she ignored all the red flags. The pink flags, the red flags, the bright red flags, the red flags wrapped around the stop signs, wrapped around the red traffic light. We would hope for her sake that it does work out. And we would never want to hear that something happened to her that should not have happened. I don't know. I do wish her well, but girl, I know what I went through when I was ignoring the red flags. I know what I went through when I ignored flat out what this individual was telling me from their mouth, that they ain't shit, ain't never gonna be shit. If a person is telling you that from the gate, you need to run for your life. Now, for her, maybe he's changed. It wasn't that much in between her divorce and dating him. It wasn't that much in between his situation and him publicly being with Meagan. It wasn't that much time in between. But I hope somebody's going to therapy. I hope somebody is really working on themselves, because if it don't work out, you don't want it. That's a lot on your shoulders to have your family and friends around you saying, bitch, we told you so. Because one thing on Beyonce's internet, they gonna eat your ass up because they already told you so. I hope for her sake, because I really like Meagan, I hope it works out. Baby, you like it, I love it. But being in my late 30s, closer to 40 than where I was in my 20s when I dated this person, looking back on it, at my big ass age, I currently now know better. And when you know better, you do better. I could look at that failed situationship, relationship, or whatever I thought it was, and know now at my big ass age where I am and the experiences and knowledge that I have to know that, oh bitch, what were you doing? What are we doing now? But we know we ain't gonna do what we did before. Let's wake it up. Wake it up. Turn the lights on. Okay? Somebody gotta be home. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, put the bell button on for more notifications. Don't forget to like, share this video with your neighbor, share this video with your pastor, share this video with Meagan Good, share this video with Jonathan Majors. Hopefully he ain't at the lunch counter protesting. I love his outfits for him. Anyway, thank you. Bye.
Denver's World Hair Care line, an all-natural hair and skincare line. We have amazing apple cider tea tree root rinse for dandruff, all natural with all natural ingredients, and most importantly, affordable for you, your spouse, and even the kids. We also have the amazing papaya body oil, and baby, it smells amazing. Don't forget to head over to denverworldhaircare.com. Use promo code WINNING for 20% off to see all the amazing goodies.